What up, everybody? Happy Friday. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Super Game Room Dudes, your favorite Friday Funhouse podcast. And guys, sometimes there's good news and sometimes there's bad news, and there's been all kinds of news this week, but is it good or bad? Well, only you can be the judge of that, but we're going to share our own personal thoughts and opinions coming right up. Mikey, what's up, buddy? Guys, Nostalgia's going to be here in just a minute. Mike, how are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you, PDubs?
I got to get this coffee in me. I got to get pumped for tonight's episode. We got a lot to talk about tonight.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. All right, guys. So, Carl, Detroit Love is not going to be here this evening. He's got plans with his family, so we hope Carl has a great time as well as get some much-needed shut-eye.
One of his families.
And then Nostalgia's going to be here in a couple of minutes. Nostalgia had a long commute, so he's just getting home and getting, he's got to do his hair, his makeup. He's got to get all primed and primed for you guys. He wants to look his best now that he's back. You know what's funny too, guys? Real quick, last week after Nostalgia returned to the full-time party that is the Super Game Room Dudes, when we got off the air, Nostalgia was like, man, I was so nervous. Like, guys, he hadn't done a live stream in a very, very long time. He's like, I was nervous and I didn't speak too much and I wasn't being funny, and you know what I mean? But I told him, I'm like, dude, that's what happens when you take long breaks. It takes a while to get back in the flow. You know what I mean? He's going to be fine. He's going to be fine.
None of that happened.
I talked to him after the show.
Oh, you had a private conversation with him?
Yes. And I told him not to worry about that stuff. So I'm super excited that he's back. He's just running a couple minutes late. Big heads up, housekeeping item. Next weekend. Is it next weekend? Let's take a peek. Yes, next weekend. Next Friday, May 1st. I will not be here as my wife and I are going on a vacation. So I won't be here next week. We're going to Las Vegas.
Can I come?
No.
Why wouldn't you take me with you?
No. It's just
me
and her.
Nice.
Just me and her. We're going to Vegas. We're going to have a good time. Spending a few days in Vegas to celebrate some stuff. So yeah, we're pretty cool. We're pretty cool. So hopefully you guys, it'll be the three of you next week, unless you want to bring in somebody. We always love bringing in the guests. Guys, who's your favorite guest? Host? Throw it in the comments, or maybe someone we haven't invited on yet. Maybe Billy Woods Mods or somebody? Let me know, guys, in the chat. Video Game Vegas? Should we get him on? I don't know. Video Game Vegas. You guys think I talk a lot? Have you read his comments on people's YouTube videos? Imagine if we put a microphone in front of him. He would just keep going and going and going forever.
I enjoy my conversations with Video Game Vegas. He always makes really good
points.
So do I. Yeah.
So do I.
He might have a contrary opinion to mine, but it's okay because we can still talk it out and have respectful conversations. So I quite enjoy him.
Mike of all trades, he's been killing it lately. We're going to talk a little bit about Iconic Arcade tonight, and he did publish a review, as well as before the review, he published tons of content about that iArcade machine. So
you know what the worst thing about what Moat did now? I think the company was really happy with him, like Spreetail, so they're going to send him another review unit. But he's got to do twice as much next time. So instead of 30 videos leading up to the review, he's got to do 60. And instead of an hour and 10-minute review, he's got to do 2 hours and 20 minutes. Like, I don't know how he's going to handle it.
Hey, if people are clicking on it and watching it, what do they always tell you about YouTube? Or any kind of social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. If it's working, you double down on it. You double down it. And Mike, if anyone knows anything about double downing, it's you, right? As well as double dipping. Mike likes to double dip his chip like George Costanza. You dip the way you want to dip. I dip the way I want to dip.
I'm happy for him. I'm happy he's got it done. But I've said it before. The value with Moat and that Iconic Arcade, like, he's done a great job showcasing it, representing it for the company. His review was very detailed, but unlike other people, you're going to get more content out of Moat after the fact because he's going to do, gameplay streams. He's probably going to do tournaments on it. So there's lots more to come from him and Iconic Arcade with Street Fighter yet. And I get a pretty good feeling he'll probably get the next one as well.
Double Dragon?
Oh, yeah.
They haven't officially announced anything else, have they?
No, not officially. We know there's 3 more cabs coming, and we just don't know what they're going to be. Companies that Iconic hasn't worked with before.
Interesting. Okay. Well, tonight, guys, we got a full slate tonight. We're going to be talking about. Hang on a second. Let me go back. Iconic Arcade shipping and that Street Fighter update machine. Humongous changes at Xbox. We got a few topics in console chatter, which will kick off the show. As you guys know, we like to do the smaller topics while people are coming in, joining the show. The big topic tonight, of course, is, 2 of them, right? Xbox lowered their prices on Game Pass. We're going to talk about that. And why that was very convenient for me. And also, probably the biggest news that just bombed today came out. The Zen Studios ending their partnership with AtGames. And we have a lot of thoughts about that, which we want to share as well as get yours. I got to say something. Now, typically, this is the part of the show where I say hi to the live chat. After last week's broadcast, a guy left a comment on last week's show and said, man, I wish they would drop that whole saying hi to the chat thing. And I was like, really? And he got like 8 or 9 thumbs ups on his comment, Mike. Guys, should we get rid of saying hi to the chat? No more shout outs? Let me know in the chat. Should we get rid of it? Give me a 1. If we should keep it, give me a 2. We want to make this show as fun for you guys as possible. I do know that once Nostalgia settled back in, we got a whole new format, all new assets, and it's going to make our show look completely different than everything else. So I'm hoping to get that going after Nostalgia is settled in and all that stuff. So let me know in the chat, guys, if we should get rid of it. Mike, which one did I say was get rid of it? 1? Yeah, the ones are coming in.
Get rid of it was 2. PDubs, you know as well as I do, the majority of people only tune into the show to have you say their name ever so eloquently.
Well, you've probably heard of me. Which one? What did I say, guys? Was 1 get rid of it or was 2 get rid of it? Now I don't even know. Oh, man.
1 is keep. Basement Fault Room says.
1 was keep it. Okay, 1 is keep it. Keep the shout outs. 2 is we get rid of it and just get to the meat of the show. I mean, typically, guys, whenever we start our show every week, we shoot the shit for like 10 minutes, just talking about random stuff, saying hi to everybody, saying hi to each other, trying to make each other laugh before the show starts. Plus, Mike and I got to drink our coffee, right, Mike? In our Pac-Man coffee mugs, which my wife got this for me, and I absolutely love it.
That's a nice coffee mug. I got a Tim Hortons one here. My problem with coffee mugs is you can get really good coffee mugs, but they're a little bit small. I like a bigger coffee mug to hit that, top setting on the Keurig.
Yep. Well, guys, I think the 1s have it. There's a good amount of 2s, but I think you're outnumbered 66% to 33%, guys. Or in Nostalgia math, 68.3%.
I think this is the only comment that counts because he's so good at pinball.
That's right. Mad Ben Hun. Okay, say my name. All right, let's maybe we should put some music on for the folks during the shout out. Maybe if we make it a little more intimate, Mike. Maybe if the shout outs were a little bit more intimate.
Ooh, turn on the Red Shoe Diaries music.
Yeah, let's get some music going here. All right. Let me get some music. All right.
All right, Dubs, prove to it. Say hello to everybody.
Here we go. Hold on, Mike. I'm feeling it.
Hey, look, you remind me right now of one of the guys from Revenge of the Nerds. Unfortunately, it's a very specific guy from Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, really? I don't know who you're talking about. Booger? Hopefully not Booger.
No.
Maybe we'll do themed shout outs. Retro Lab Rat says maybe do it angry. How about like 1 week we say these are going to be your pissed off shout outs. The next week these are your funny shout outs. These are your romantic, sexy shout outs. Speaking of shout outs,
who I was talking about. Look at that.
Look who's here, guys. Say hello to the king of swing, Nostalgia himself.
What does that mean? What are we listening to?
Really?
What is happening?
We're vibing, bro.
Oh, no. You are Lamar.
We're really dragging out the shout out section because people hate the shout out section, so we're dragging it out tonight, baby.
Okay. I can dig it.
So you had a busy day at work, did you?
Very busy, like nonstop.
Had to service a lot of men at the gas station rest stops.
Yep.
Oh, come on, Mike. Don't say stuff like that. People think it's real.
My wrists are a little sore, but you know what? I'm tough. I can handle it.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. We can't go one episode without that kind of humor. All right. Well, let's get to it, guys. Let's get to it.
Hurricane sent you a bubble bobble recently?
Let's do it. Here come your shout-outs, baby. Ringer Steve, Retro Lab Rat, JT Brunick. Oh, my God. We should do it rap style. We should rap, even though I can't rap at all. Boozy Boy is here. JJ. Jay Pass. What's up, baby? Billy, this is the overtly happy shout-outs. Billy Woods Mods.
It's overtly something, that's for sure.
MG's here. Burnt Orange Arcade. Let's go. I'm looking at you, Burnt Orange. Call me back. All right, Tim York is here as well. Video Game Vegas, Brooklyn Menace, Neo's Arcade News, Brain Damage. Pete G's here as well. We got Hazo. We got M. Wayne Guru. We got, I can't believe it's not MG. Bo knows Tecmo. Dr. Z78. Woo! Pitbull's here as well. Getting all gay in the chat. Satheus is here. Gamebit. Orion's Dream. Bobby 1. ALU. Come on down.
Hey, Mike, is this music royalty free?
I don't care.
I feel like it's gonna change all of us, and not in a good way.
This is one of my favorite songs of all time. Woo! And that has nothing to do with the AtGames news tonight. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Calm down, everybody. Hold on. Hold on. All right, so there you guys go. There's kind of like your shout outs. All right, let's kick it off, Mike, with some hot to trot. You know you can't go 5 minutes without some of it in your life. And what am I talking about, guys? I'm talking about some console chatter. All right, Mike, what's going on in the world of console gaming?
Hey, Nostalgia, remember that time PDubs did a bunch of coke before the show and then got right weird?
Yeah, tonight, you mean, right?
Jeez, Louise.
Oh, my God. Do I really have to... You guys don't want me to talk over everybody, but you won't even get the show going.
No. I prefer when you talk over people, actually, than what you just did.
Yeah, then don't do what you just did again. So anyways, console chatter. We got lots of exciting news. Let's start it off. Not where you want to start off, P-Dubs, but start it off with Xbox. We've got actually some good news about Xbox.
Yeah, we got some great news. Mike.
Oh my!
We're gonna start off where I want to start off. That's right. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync. If you guys have been following this podcast, as well as me personally, I've said this a million times. Black Flag Assassin's Creed 4 was the best Assassin's Creed game of all time, and I've played through almost every game. Origins, Odyssey, whatchamacallit, 1, 2, and 3. Like, dude, I'm obsessed with this game series. They're bringing it back, baby, and all the updates and changes that they've made to, at least like from the graphical point of view, looks incredible. Mike, I'm going to put another 100 hours into this thing. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I got a boost from our piece of news from Ubisoft there the other day about it, so I'm looking forward to it. I personally had this on the Wii U. This was like the third game I bought for my Wii U back in the day. I didn't get very far because I struggled with the actual ship fighting. That's where I kind of failed on this, so I'm excited
that was the
to
best
go back
part.
Yeah, I just didn't understand it for whatever reason, and I'm excited to go back to it, put the time into it, and go through the game again. What I did play was excellent, but I think I got stuck at like the third mandatory ship fight. Yeah, I just couldn't get past that part.
Yeah. So what's funny too is I've been like reading like some forums and stuff where people are talking about this game, and it's incredible to me how many people played through it. And you play through the storyline, but there's like the bonus legendary ship fights. like where people didn't even try those because they just assumed that they would die. But there's like literally YouTube tutorials out there where technically you could just jump on board their ship and kill everyone and take over the ship without actually doing a ship-to-ship battle. Yeah, so I'm excited. What about you, Nostalgia Man? You're also a Ubisoft dude. What do you think,
Yeah,
man?
this is the only Assassin's Creed game that I think I've never actually even started. I've
No
never
way.
played this one. I swear.
Bullshit.
Yeah. This one is one of the ones I missed. So I played 1, 2, 3. I missed it. I played a couple of the other ones after that. They're a lot of the same, you know?
Yeah.
So I struggle with the idea of committing to another Assassin's Creed title. And I had high hopes for Shadow, but even that was like, it's just more of the same. It wasn't that exciting. So
what made Shadows so hard was it came out almost exactly the same time as Ghost of Tsushima. And
Right.
like, what are you going to play? Are you going to play Assassin's Creed Shadows or Ghost of Tsushima? I played
Well, Ghost of
Tsushima.
Tsushima is like the
Incredible.
best
Yeah.
samurai style game that's ever
Ever.
been released. It's so good.
Well, it's not just the fact that the fighting and the brawling and all that stuff was fun, but the Ghost of Tsushima, the voice acting and
story,
the
everything was
animations,
so good.
the
Story,
story itself was incredible. Which is why when Ghost of Yote came out, I played through this one too.
Oh, no, that's what I meant. Ghost of Yote, sorry, not Tsushima.
I was going to say Ghost of
Yote.
Tsushima came out a long time before
Right.
Assassin's
Yeah,
Creed Shadow.
Ghost of Yote.
But when this one came out, same thing. What a beautiful story and playthrough. I'm so glad I played through that one. That was an incredible game too. But we're talking Assassin's Creed, baby. Keep them coming, man. The more they can they can remake, rehash this crap, keep pumping it out, and I will be that fool who keeps buying them because I love the idea. I love the idea. You get in a machine and all of a sudden it's like Avatar, but through time. You know what I mean? Like, it's incredible.
I think Ubisoft is going through a bit of a renaissance right now. I know, like, I've got a friend that works there that I used to talk to on Facebook when I still had a Facebook account. And like, I know for a fact that they were churning out like Assassin's Creed games every year, and internally they said we have to stop doing this. So they stopped releasing like yearly games because people also have got to the point where no one trusts Ubisoft to buy a game from them, because you buy a game at launch, 3 months later it's $39. So nobody's, you know what I mean? They're always discounted. So nobody feels safe buying a game from Ubisoft right away. They always want to wait it out because they churn them out so fast. Questions on quality. Like when Syndicate came out, there was tons of problems. So I like that they're doing this, and I'm okay with them being a little bit slower and more thorough on the Assassin's Creed games. A little bit of a wait isn't such a bad thing between them.
Well, I mean, I guess so. I mean, but when I think about it, like, there's a few of the spin-off, like the main games, 1, 2, 3, 4, really good. And then of course Odyssey and Origins, fantastic. Then Shadows, I can see where you're coming from. Nostalgia, Shadows, maybe not as much. But the spin-off games, right? The spin-off games, like there's a couple like Bloodlines and stuff that are like kind of like, oh, maybe this game wasn't necessary, but they did hit a home run on a couple of them. And one of my favorite spin-off ones was Assassin's Creed Mirage, where you're playing in like ancient Iraq, and I think it's Iraq or Iran or one of the two. What is that called? Starts with a P. From
Persia.
back in the ancient Persia. Oh my God, that game was so freaking.
That wasn't a
good.
spin-off.
I
That was a
love it.
mainline game.
Well, no, technically what it was they were telling you the backstory of one of the characters from another game, but still, I would consider it a spin-off. I wouldn't consider it like the main. Like if you think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like if you think like that.
Well, you should tell Ubisoft that because they think it's the main line.
No way. They do?
Yes.
Right. Nah, you're making stuff up.
Ask Nostalgia. This was a mainline Assassin's Creed game. This wasn't a spin-off, anything like that.
Oh, the movie was terrible. It was one of those things where they're like, hey, we're going to put some stuff from a video game in a movie and call it a video game movie. How many times do these studios need to learn? Just make the game, right? Like, look at what's that HBO series, the drama series with the Mandalorian guy, The Last of Us.
Last of Us?
No. He's thinking of the wrong one. It's Ratchet and Clank.
No, come
Oh,
on.
yeah. No, that makes sense. Yep.
Ratchet and Clank.
But look
That's
at like
what
the
it
last. I mean, look at it's The Last of Us, right? Like literally, it's shot for shot from the video game, right? And people love it. Is it The Last of Us?
No, I think it's
Last of
Sly
Us.
Cooper, the Thievius raccoon.
All right, Mike, if you're not going to help me have a serious conversation here, we're just going to skip topics. All right. Assassin's Creed Black Flag is coming along and resynced. Oh my God, that's what we should do. We'll call the new Super Game Room Dudes. Instead of doing this whole season premiere bullshit, Super Game Room Dudes resynced. What do you think, Nostalgia?
I love it. Let's do it right now.
Let's fucking go, right?
Let's do it.
All right, we also have some news that Mike wanted to share, which is less exciting, but more exciting for your wallet than my personal emotions.
Well,
Go ahead, Mike.
it's actually a lot more than just this piece. So, a couple of months ago, Xbox laid off Phil Spencer as the CEO, and they laid off the person directly under him, and they put in charge this girl Asha Sharman, who was previously in charge of AI. And everybody was really concerned that Xbox was, Microsoft was just moving away from Xbox. It was going down the shitter. She, however, believe it or not, has started making some really, really smart moves, and she's saying the right things. It leaked about a week ago that she had an internal memo go out and said, listen, Xbox Game Pass is just too expensive. And everybody said, yeah, well, lower the fucking price. And she did it. She lowered the price by $7 a month. This is one of her first big things, other than taking away the "This is an Xbox" campaign, which was also stupid as hell. Nothing made any sense. My drink is a Xbox. Like, it didn't make any sense. But this is a great piece of news. I was, seriously considering getting rid of my Game Pass Ultimate. I was just like, because it's not $29.99 in Canada. It was over $40 by the time you add tax in every month. And I'm like, screw that. I probably only get a chance to really play like 3 games a year on Game Pass. I might as well just buy those games probably.
Yeah.
But awesome. So what do you guys think about Game Pass being put down?
Just like you, Mike, great timing for me. My wife and I were sitting down and we were looking over, because I think it was on my Multicade Monday stream or maybe our stream last week. I can't remember, guys. I've had way too much coffee today. We were talking about the fact that I have way too many of these streaming subscriptions. Like, once you actually add them up, it's a shit ton of money. You're like Netflix, Hulu, Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox. Oh my God, you know what I mean? Like everything. HBO Max, Disney Plus, ESPN, it just that keeps going. Gym membership, which, by the way, I haven't gone to the gym, so I feel like the membership, the $30-some they take out every month is a tax. It's what we call the fat tax. It's the tax to be fat, right? So it's a tax I have to pay for being fat. That's actually an old stand-up comedian's joke, but I love it. So I stole it. I forgot where I was going with all this. So we were actually just talking like a couple days right before the announcement. I was like, yeah, I need to cancel this $39 or $29.99 Game Pass because, it's not worth it. And then sure enough, 2 days later, they announced it. And I was like, great timing, because I think I'll keep it now. And the fact that they're getting rid of Call of Duty, who gives a shit? You know why? Call of Duty is dying the longest, slowest death. People are running away from Call of Duty like crazy. Call of Duty is not like, you know how a lot of streamers pick a game like Arc Raiders or Fortnite or Call of Duty or Battlefield, and they try to use that as the game to launch their streaming career and get streaming famous by playing like these type of FPS games. Call of Duty is not the one you want to go for right now. No way.
I think that's also a smart move on their part, because I think, unlike Phil Spencer, she is really pushing forward to reverse kind of what Xbox has been doing recently. And they really want to get back to also making sure that game sales make sense. Like, if you head into a GameStop in the US and EB Games here in Canada, they'll tell you that they don't have an Xbox section anymore because of Game Pass. Nobody buys Xbox games at all. So I think this is a smart move, because then if people want COD at launch, they're going to buy the disc again, which puts an emphasis on having the games in store, which puts an emphasis on selling consoles again. So I think that her focus is more aligned with games and moving the console forward. They're all in on the new hardware, Project Helix moving forward. She's changed the logo, something reminiscent of the original Xbox logo. I think so far, as much as people will always look to the negative, I think she's making all the right moves, and for the first time in a long time, gives me a lot of hope in Xbox.
Hopefully, right? Boozy Boy says, old dudes have no reflexes, can't play COD either. That is completely untrue. I used to be a big COD person, and I made it up to like level 685 on Call of Duty. That's how much grinding I put on it. 685, and I was actually pretty good at it. My kill-death ratio was pretty acceptable. Now, Arc Raiders came out in October, and I've put like 170 hours into Arc Raiders, and I'm enjoying the hell out of that game. And I've been playing a lot with our buddies in the community. We've been having a lot of fun playing Arc Raiders.
Nostalgia, what do you think? You're a big Xbox guy, or at least you were at one point.
Huge.
You still got Game Pass?
No, I got rid of Game Pass when they jacked up the price after the second hike, after like 6 months of the hike. So I just wasn't using it. I just wasn't using it. So I was okay paying at the time, I think it was like $17.99, maybe $18.99. This is like
and
way back.
It went up like $6 and then went up $10 or something like that.
Yeah, and then as soon as it went up to $6, I was like, no. Any of the games that are going to come out on Xbox Game Pass are going to be ones that I would just buy.
The hard thing about Game Pass is they release some awesome games, and then they release a lot of stinkers. Like I was so excited for Outer Worlds 2, and I'm struggling to play through it. It's a bore. Like, it's just not fun. I tried playing Avowed. I didn't really enjoy it. The good games, the really good games, are few and far between. Like, when they dropped, Oblivion Remastered, I played through that in 4 days. Like, I couldn't get enough of it. When they dropped, Gears of War, Gears of War remake, I played through that in like 2 days. Yeah. But there's not enough of that. Like, they'll drop Ninja Gaiden 4, and then I'm like, oh, that's cool. Then I'll play a little bit of it and forget about it. You just you don't get the value. I think they also talked about they're looking at now doing one that's choose your own tiers, because there's a lot of shit in there I don't use. Like, I don't use EA, I don't use the Ubisoft stuff. Like, if I could get an ultimate tier where I could play on PC and just get Xbox first party exclusives, I think I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, they need more games like Expedition 33. Oh my god, I loved playing that on Game Pass, and it was such a great game. Beautiful game, beautiful story. All right, I don't know if this is really console. Evercade's more retro gaming, but it is a console. They have some consoles, but then again, they have all their little arcade and handheld devices. But Mike, take it away. What did Time Extension announce this week?
Well, they had
jewelry, apparently.
Some information coming in from Evercade, and I was waiting to see what Evercade and a company like Unico were going to do, because they are also known for Neo Geo. Unico obviously with the MBSX, and there's rumors of a bigger MBSX coming. And then, of course, Evercade put all this money and time into Neo Geo last year, came out with the Hyper Megatex, also came out with 3 arcade collections, and I was like, you know what? Some people could fight it and be like, well, we're getting run over by all this news about the AES Plus. Other people can ride the wave. And I think that's kind of what Evercade are doing here. They're coming out and saying, hey, guys, you're excited about Neo Geo. We got Neo Geo too. And not only that, we've got new carts coming next year. And they're making a point to saying this is still the cheapest way to play these games. And that's what they're pushing forward.
Yeah, let us know in the chat, guys. Do you like playing those Neo Geo games on Evercade? I've reviewed a couple of the Neo Geo cartridges. I think Mike has as well.
Yeah.
And they are fun cartridge collections to play on the Evercade ecosystem. But, of course, they're emulation versus the upcoming AES Plus, which is not emulation. And it's interesting. It's interesting. So I noticed in, like, the Evercade Facebook group when those folks, and keep in mind they're a huge European audience, when they caught wind of the AES Plus, they started sharing it in the group, and wouldn't you know it, there were a lot of people out there, Nostalgia, who said, I'm not buying this because I can play it on Evercade for far less. You know what I mean? What do you think about that?
It's interesting. It's an interesting perspective. It's the same people who say, like, I wouldn't buy this device from any company because I can just emulate it on a Raspberry Pi, right?
Exactly. That's what I did my show about on Monday, and I was waiting for this. The cool thing about this is, I like the fact that there's options. If you want to still not steal, not be a pirate like Nostalgia, you can still buy these cartridges. You're playing officially licensed games, but it is through emulation and it is in collections. or depending on your level of nostalgia and level of excitement for the product, if playing it on a handheld or playing it on one of the Evercade systems with like a different controller that's not the original arcade stick isn't enough for your nostalgia, you can go that extra step, get your AES Plus, get the old cartridge games. There's options for people. There's no right answer on what you should do. There's only a right answer on what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like if you really want to play those games, but you don't want to spend $1,000, by all means, there are a million other ways to play those games that'll cost you zero money and up to less than $1,000. So,
And they'll play just as good. Like the emulation on those is going to be just as good as if you're playing an original machine.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Nostalgia is 100% right. Evercade's emulation is spot on. That's one of the things, especially when they release like their Capcom on the Evercade EXP. Like I was really finicky about like some of the NES emulation, especially in Mega Man, and they nailed it. Their emulation's great. So it's not like you're getting a lesser experience if you just want to play the games, but if you want to take it that next step, see the console in front of you, have the official controller, then you're probably better off getting the AES Plus. If you just want to play a bunch of games for less money, Evercade's the right choice for you. Now, I'll go a step further. I think Evercade should even do more now that people are super excited because all this nostalgia is out there. People are going crazy for the AES Plus. So much so that PlayOn is now saying, fuck, we didn't make enough. We're going to make more because the demand is so crazy. I think now would be the time for Unico to say, holy shit, the time is right. The time is hot. Neo Geo's hot. We should release our big arcade. I think the time is also right for people at Evercade to say, oh my God, people are going, Neo Geo crazy right now. Now's the time for us to release our Evercade Alpha Big Red. Like that's the kind of thing that I think these companies should be doing right now instead of, shying away because there's competition. It's kind of like the Burger King McDonald's effect.
Double down, baby.
Burger King McDonald's effect. Give people more options at the same time.
I agree. So I'm gonna share something real quick with you guys. So this is my plans with that Neo Geo AES because I didn't make a video. A lot of people made videos when the news came out during the week. So I did end up pre-ordering, and I pre-ordered from Amazon because I like Amazon's return policies, and I don't even think they actually will charge me until the thing ships. And
I charge you literally the day it ships or the day before.
And all I did was order the console. Go ahead.
Just 1 second, PDubs. I want Nostalgia to answer this because I know Nostalgia knows the answer. Realfee says, I'm pretty sure Evercade just uses RetroArch.
They do not. They do not. I don't want to go into details because I don't actually know the specifics of what they use, but I can tell you it's not just a RetroArch engine with some cores. They use standalone emulators and they optimize the emulators. And RetroArch is challenging with commercial products because many of those cores are not for commercial use. So they do not use RetroArch cores as their primary means of emulation.
Did original Arcade 1-Up use RetroArch?
I don't think they use RetroArch, but they definitely use the cores, which they shouldn't have. Yeah.
All right, P-Dub, sorry about interrupting you.
It's okay. We all interrupt each other from time to time. So, all right. So right here, this is my plan, guys, and you don't have to do what I do. I'm just throwing this out there, and keep in mind, over 450 Neo Geo videos came out this week, and I only watched maybe 2 of them. So if someone else already talked about this, I had no idea. But this is my plan, right? So I pre-ordered just the console on Amazon, which is what, Mike, $250, something like that. And then what I have here, and I'm hoping this works, is I'm going to show you guys this. I have my MVS right here. So this is my MVS.
That's a consoleized MVS. That's what it's called.
Correct. Yeah. Now, you might say, well, wait a minute, that's an MVS, not an AES. And obviously, the connections are different between MVS and AES. Hold on, guys. It's a very, very tight fit pulling these oversized cartridges out. And this cartridge you see right here, and keep in mind, I've had this for about 2.5, 3 years. The cartridge that you see here is my 161-in-1 multi-cart. So all the games that they're selling for $90 a pop are on here. And these cartridges run on the original hardware. just like what they are doing with the AES, right? So my plan is you just pick up, and you could buy them off AliExpress, you can get them off eBay, an MVS to AES adapter, which is like another plastic piece that goes under here that will fit, kind of like, think of it like a Game Genie, right? And it'll fit. Yeah, yeah. So that way this cartridge will fit into the slots for the AES, and it still
I
runs.
can't wait for you to put your cartridge in my slot.
It's still considered 1-to-1 running on the original hardware. All the games are on here, and I don't need to spend $1,000 on games, right? Like, they're all on here. It's the same game. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm hoping it works, because you never know. Maybe on the new AES, for some reason, maybe an MVS to AES converter doesn't work. I don't know. I don't have one.
Yeah, no one knows right now. Like,
But they work today, and if they're literally remaking the same thing, I'm hoping it works, because otherwise I'm going to get this thing later on this year when it comes out in November and not have any cartridge games to play, right? So yeah, this is what I'm doing. This is the 161-in-1. You can get this. You can buy this thing off eBay, AliExpress. They're out there. It's like $40, all the games.
To be fair, though, this is an opportunity, and I always get suckered into this because I always get suckered into this because I get excited about the idea of a company re-releasing their console and re-releasing their games, specifically with the Neo Geo AES. What's exciting about it is, even when I was at the height of my collecting, Neo Geo was just too goddamn expensive. It was too goddamn expensive to get a console. It was too expensive to buy the games. So the fact that we can now buy these and have like a shelf of Neo Geo games plus the console that works on modern television, that's exciting for console collectors. Even if like there's console collectors out there that are like poo-poo reprints, and I was at one point, I was a poo-poo reprint guy too. But for me, I'm a sucker for this stuff. I'm not going to buy everything because I'm not the biggest fighting game guy. I don't give a shit about playing, Art of Fighting or any of that. I'm going to get Metal Slug. I'm going to get Magician Lord, and I'm going to get Shock Troopers. And then when they release more games, I'll get Nam 1975. I'll get some of the really good shmups on the system, Blazing Star. So, we'll go from there.
Yeah. So, Scott, I'm glad you brought that up. So, an MVS to AES adapter, like if you go to AliExpress, you can get them for literally less than $10, sometimes less than $20. Depends on what cheap manufacturer is making them. So I'm saying I have this stuff here to see if it works. And obviously if it doesn't work, then just go direct right here. So yeah, I agree completely. So, hey, maybe I'll do both. Because I don't see them actually confirming 100% that this will work, but theoretically it should work, which is what Moat said in the chat as well, and I agree with him completely. So that's kind of my plan to save money. And keep in mind, I am not knocking the collectors, Mike. If people want to go and have a whole shelf full of these things and spend $1,000, I'm not telling you not to. I'm not that kind of a prick. I mean, I'm telling you guys, you do what you want. This is what I'm trying, and hopefully it works out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like I see people there saying I get a multi-card. It was the same way with me when I was considering buying the what was it? The N64 from I got the friggin' analog 64 or whatever it's called, analog 3D. When I was considering buying that, I had no intention to go out and collect N64 games again. I was like, I'm just going to buy the what was it, the Sunrise card or whatever it was, the actual multi-cart that worked with it. And I mean, that's fine. It all depends on what you want to do. You want to have a shelf N64 games? Great. You want to get a multi-cart? Great. It depends on what the right fit is for you. I don't judge. I'm going to do what I want to do. I usually do the stupid thing that costs more money. I would tell people, probably don't do that.
Yes, the cart collecting is a big part of the fun. But also, too, I'm the kind of person that already has too much stuff. Limited space. Anytime something comes in, guys, something's got to go. You know what I mean? So
well, I'm in the same process right now. I am downsizing. I'm getting rid of stuff. Like you can take a look behind me. Big
Oh,
changes
yeah,
in this
yeah.
space.
Yeah, did you finally find someone to lease out your background? Which, by the way, Mike, I thought that was one of the silliest yet dumbest things you've ever said that you're
I
going to do.
sure did, and there's room for one more.
Oh my God, Wonderland Pinball rented out your background.
No,
Oh,
no,
man.
they didn't rent out my background, but they sent me the new version 2 Alice Goes to Wonderland Nebraska Furniture Mart edition.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. There you go.
Oh yeah, I don't
Well,
care.
Mike, I just want to point out, if you're trying to advertise it, guess what? You can't even see it behind you, buddy. You're going to have to move it to the side.
No. It's not on right now. I'm not finished building it. Once that's all lit up, it's going to look great. And remember, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money.
Grab that bag while you can, Mike.
Yeah,
That's
where'd you
right.
put? Yeah. Josh is right. Where'd you put the TV, bro?
TV's right here. I repurposed it where my
I
X
see it. It's on the left side there.
Yeah,
Okay,
where
I see it.
my X arcade is down right now, because my meta is down. Like I can't play pinball on it, and I don't have a Viper or anything set up to it. I don't really have it set up to do like a bunch of emulation, and I got my AtGames Legends Ultimate back there, so I don't really need like the Gamer Pro running too. I just got it set up as a retro gaming station now. I got my analog pocket hooked up to it. I got a couple of my mini consoles over there, and I've got it now put down to a height that's more comfortable for retro gaming. That's not arcade gaming. I'm just going to use it for that. I'm happy to just do my retro gaming on that.
Prove to PDubs it's not a toy.
Yeah, Tim York was serious about that, and I gotta tell you,
when I brought that up last week, he got mad. It reminded me too, like back in the day when people would be like, arcade one-ups are toys, and like the diehards would get mad about it. You know what I mean? Like, don't call it a toy. But guys, in all honesty, even if you collect sports cars, yeah, they're sports cars. They could be worth 6-figure plus, 100,000 plus sports cars. They're still toys, boys and their toys. You know what I mean? So I think it was more of a general term, not meant to be insulting, Tim. You know what I mean? It's a toy.
Yeah, really quickly, MG. Part of this process, I've been overrun for way too long. We just got too much stuff in our house. I've got too much stuff. Our kids got too many toys. So we're in a process right now where we're trying to downsize and clean stuff up. So like it's a matter of going around, making sure I got all the cables picked up, organized, just cleaning up. I just got to get my house more tidy. And, a couple of my friends said, thank God, finally these people will stop making videos about your house being dirty. And I was like, people are doing what now?
All right. My friends say I buy tech toys. There you go. I like that. It felt derogatory. Shut up, JT. You just stirring the pot. And I'll see you on the golf course tonight after Super Game Room, dudes, because I didn't get to play last week. Yeah. Which, by the way, Mike, because your Facebook account is jacked up, you can't use your MetaQuest. And guys, this is something to keep in mind when you're considering really quick this quick VR discussion topic. 2 minutes tops. Facebook is linked with your MetaQuest, right? And like, if something happens, like Mike, where his Facebook accounts, I guess I don't know what happened, Mike. I completely jacked up.
I got hacked.
But he can't access his MetaQuest, and he had like $1,000 worth of games on there.
Oh, it's worse than that too, because like
you can't play your games.
I can't play Pinball FX VR, which is a press account where all the games are set up for review. So I mean, like not even counting the $1,000 of games I bought myself, but like I can't access. They got new games out right now. Like I could be playing Williams Volume 10 right now, but I can't.
Ninja Turtles is about to come out of VR. You're going to miss out on the fun. We're all going to be running around in our living rooms pretending we're turtles. Nostalgia, you going to play with us?
I will play that one. I'm looking forward to that. That comes out on the 30th, right?
Yeah, dude. Ninja Turtles on VR. Awesome. Who's in? Give me a 1 in the chat. I'm so excited to play that game. That's going to be a lot of fun. And Jason has the workaround right here. And that's why I wanted to bring it up as a warning to people. Use a separate Meta account, like Facebook Meta account, for your Quest. That way you don't lose your... You can't? What do you mean you can't?
Yeah, you can. You just have a separate account, man.
No, this is what you don't understand. I don't think my account last week was hacked. I think this relates back to my first account that was hacked because Facebook have put new AI tracking in place. Now, when an account is set up, if it's duplicate or looks like another account, which both my accounts were called Michael Burry. Now, whenever I try to create a new account, either in Meta or Facebook, it asks me to do AI facial recognition and automatically disables my account back to the original one that was disabled.
Okay, but that's because you're in the situation you're in now where your account's jacked up. Let's say you're a brand new person who doesn't have any issues right now on their account, and you go to create a new account, you'll be able to. You know what I mean, Mike? Mike, it's just
no,
you.
No, they've got it set up. Look into it. They've got it set up now. They don't want people to have multiple accounts. So they actually do a scan of your face when you log in.
And it's going to search their entire database
one
in
account,
half a second?
No
it's
way.
all
AI. It's all AI.
I don't believe that.
Per person.
Jason, is he telling the truth? Let me know in the chat. I don't believe that.
That sounds sketch, Mike.
Look at Hector, even Hector. You can make a separate account and a Facebook account.
I listen, guys. Like you're all like,
oh, this is it.
I've been spending weeks doing it.
This is it.
Oh, I told my wife I was going to get a mask, like one of those fake people masks, and create a fake account.
Just get a Kanye West mask.
Yeah.
Yes, guys, please use 2 or 3 factor authentication. That way,
I was using it. I don't know what happened this time. Like I had multi-factor authentication. I have no idea. The only thing I can think of, and people are asking, why am I not more upset? I've been dealing with this for weeks. I went through Meta and tried to unlink my account. They won't do it because my Facebook account is disabled. They said I have to go through Facebook. I'm actually in the process right now of what you have to do. No sweat, Brooklyn. I hope you enjoy them. But what you have to do, and this is Facebook's actual instructions. Like if you go, how do I get my disabled account back? The path is you appeal it, which is just AI, and they automatically disabled me. But after that, there is no physical way to talk to somebody at Meta. You have to take them to court. And that's what their website and their help page tells them yourself. You have to take them to court. So I've got a demand letter sent off now to get them to review my account. And, that's all I can do.
Yeah. All right, guys, moving forward, we got some arcade and pinball talk, probably the meat of the show, the stuff that you're most excited to tune in and discuss. We're going to kick it off first with the iconic arcade updates, and then we're going to wrap it up with our final topic of the show, which might take a good 20 minutes to talk about. Again, we try to shoot for that 1 hour and 18 minutes per broadcast. The AtGames Zen Studios bombshell announcement today. But Mike, take it away. What's going on in the world of iconic arcade? Let me and Nostalgia know.
Oh, we don't have an asset yet? We told John we were going to get him an asset.
Not yet. Well, it'll be on the new premiere. I got all new assets, but apparently I got to get Nostalgia to sign off on them per his new contract for the show, right? Nostalgia.
100%.
Big week for Iconic Arcade. People are really excited. The delivery happened sooner than we found out about. Arcade Insiders last Thursday, they announced that the cabs are actually on the way, and people are going to have them as early as next week. I think they were talking about next Wednesday. So the cabs are, in fact, shipping early. And then on top of that, we got our first official review of the Iconic Arcade from our buddy Moat here in the chat. So like we talked about earlier, Moat did his Lord of the Rings review of the Iconic Arcade. Hour and 10 minutes, man. But he was super detailed, gave a lot of information, a lot of thoughts, a lot of stuff for you to go through.
I listened to it while I was at work because it's always nice when you work from home and you're sitting here typing, and over here on this monitor, you got something like that playing in the background. You can kind of glance over and listen. So I listened to it while I was at work. I thought Moat did a really good job going deep dive into everything that this thing can do. So good on you, Moat, for doing that. Moat, I would have just added timestamps. Just add time, something that long, you know what I mean? Just add timestamps, helps. But minus that, dude, fantastic review. And I really enjoyed.
I can't wait till next week. He's going to release. MG says he's going to release his extended cut next week with the behind the scenes and the director's
cut. Oh, Mike, stop it. But I think a couple of the key takeaways are that the online play is not going to be there at launch.
Yeah.
But then again, how many of these are shipping? A couple hundred, few hundred?
We don't know that. That's speculation.
I mean, Is it going to matter? I don't know. I mean, I think because it was it was an advertised feature, it kind of stinks it's not going to be there at launch. But Moat made an excellent point. Hell, there's AAA games that add online play later on.
But I mean, if we're gonna review this, we're gonna review this under the same lens as other situations like NFL Blitz releasing without online. Same as Marvel versus Capcom, where the Marvel versus Capcom 2, where the online wasn't available for Marvel versus Capcom 2 at first. So it's okay to be upset that the online's not going to be ready at start. There's no reason to glaze over that and say it's not a big deal. It is a big deal, but at the same time, this is a new company and whatever, right? It's fine. What's to be upset about is for the people that pre-ordered it, not the people who didn't pre-order it. If the people that pre-ordered are upset, I completely understand. If the people that had no intention of getting it use it as a talking point to, further their agenda, it's a different story.
Yeah, so let's take a peeky here. Look at Moat. Look how skinny Moat is now.
I know, he's doing good, man.
I mean, this is skinny Moat. Remember when we had professional Moat? Now we have skinny Moat. Now I need to lose weight too. Maybe I need to stop paying that fat tax and actually go to the gym. Nostalgia, what do you think?
Yeah, you could use it for sure.
Do us a favor, guys. Make sure, moderators, if you could put a link to Moat's video in the chat, do me a favor. Go watch his video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up because that thumbs up helps. But also, YouTube's got that feature now. If you're watching on your mobile phone, you scroll to the right of the comments section, and there's this thing called hype, and it doesn't cost you anything. You just click a button, and it adds hype points to the video. Between the thumbs up and the hype points, that'll make YouTube push this video very far for Moat and all his efforts. So make sure you guys do that. But overall, it seems to be coming along nicely. There was an issue, though, with the light bleed or something. Mike, do you know what that was
Just give me
all
a second.
about?
I'm trying to get that image up. But
Okay, yeah. I guess there was an issue with some light bleed or something on the bezel, but I think that got cleared up today. We're going to kind of find out.
No, there's an argument to had about that. You might know different.
Well, I saw a post in our Super Game Room Dudes Facebook group. Oh, you probably missed that because you're not on Facebook.
Not on Facebook, buddy.
Oh, my bad. Hang on. Let me see if I can find it. That kind of explained that. Let's take a peek here. Guys, what do you think about the what do you think about this iconic arcade stuff in the chat? Let me know. You guys think it's looking good or you guys disappointed? Let us know in the chat.
What's the light bleed situation?
I'm going to pull it up. There's some light bleed around the monitor edges. Mike,
there was light bleed when he was showing off the demo units, wasn't
This
it?
is different light bleed.
Yeah, but this is light bleed it's like the light bleed traveled nostalgia. The light bleed said,
Well,
I'm over here, but now I'm down here. Speaking of which,
This
guys,
is not necessarily light bleed. That's the
while
other thing.
Mike is pulling up the image, let's talk real quick about the Midwest Gaming Classic, guys. Over there, Multicade Matt, not only is he super tall, he's doing what I call the arcade splits. I do this, Mike, I know you do this. Like when I stand in front of an arcade machine, I start sinking lower and lower as I'm doing the splits as my legs are getting tired. But take a look at Multicade Matt doing the arcade splits at the Midwest Gaming Classic. Oh, we love Multicade Matt. And I saw this picture on Discord earlier and I thought it was hilarious. And yeah, get that man a stool. Get that man a stool. MG's like, that's how I mean, guys, how many of you do the arcade splits? Be honest in the chat. Don't tell me what I want to hear. Tell me the truth. Give me a 1 in the chat if you do the arcade splits. Give me a 0 if you don't. I do the arcade splits. I stand up straight, but within 6 minutes, I'm squatting. Come on, let me know. Nostalgia, do you do the splits?
No, I don't think I've ever actually done
Do you
this.
think do you think it's possible he just hit swamp ass?
Probably, yeah.
Look at all the arcade splits coming in. Sir Sega, all of them. Only if there's no riser. There you go. All right, let's see what B. Kirby's got to say, because B. Kirby's been following this project closely. John D and I have been talking. It's a badass cap. I'm happy for him and Iconic Arcade. I'm one of those who can care less about online play, but I understand the small number of people who get upset. I mean, as long as it comes and comes quickly, I think it, people will be like, oh my God, it wasn't there. And then it comes out, let's say it comes out a month or two later. People are like, oh, it's there now. And then they move on. You know what I mean? Like I'm used to it now. These companies really can't do much to surprise me, except for
I'm
what happened
trying
today was on Studios.
Hold on here now. What the fuck is going on? Hold on. I'll bring it
All right.
up. I finally
Do I
got the
need
picture.
to bring it up?
No, hold on.
All right.
So
All
here's
right,
the
here it is.
situation here. So I'm looking at these comments, and it's not light bleed. It's a reflection from the bezel. It's like when the government tells you that wasn't a UFO, that was swamp gas. So the question is it a reflection? It looks like a continuation of his chest.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It looks like it's his beard. It looks like it's a reflection.
You think it's a reflection?
From what I'm looking at, I can't put the mouse over it, but that to me looks like the beard, not his chest. That looks like his beard. Under that black part.
No, you're seeing the graphicness of the bezel, of the black part that's shining through, which makes it look like his beard to you.
Oh, that's the actual artwork on the bezel itself.
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. So it's light bleed through the bezel? It's man cleavage?
It's man. I don't know, and like I can't say enough. It looks like it's about a quarter of an inch on the bottom and about an eighth of the inch on the top. That the screen is maybe a little bit too far. One of the things I suggested was, I think the screen was set to 5x4 to display in 5.4, and the bezel was cut for 4x3, maybe something along those lines. But it's just a misaligned bezel. They're saying right now that it's just a reflection. I don't know what's true. I'll find out when I get my Iconic Arcade and I'll take a look at it. But I mean, this stuff happens with other arcades too. I had the Arcade 1-Up XL NBA Jam Shack Edition, and the bezel was not set up right. No matter how much I moved it around or tried to move the screen around, I couldn't do anything about it. And a portion of the top of my screen was underneath the bezel. It doesn't really affect gameplay. It's not enough to impact gameplay at all. Like, you're not going to lose anything. It's just a little bit cut off. But some people with OCD, like Moat said in his review, are going to be frustrated. Like, I know people are saying, no, it's just a reflection. I'm not sure, and I need to see it myself.
Well, taking a peek here. This was shared in our Super Game Room Dudes Facebook group by John D. And watch the bottom.
Yeah.
And you'll notice that it's like the light bleed. It looks to me like kind of like a light bleed. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see how that's a reflection now that I'm looking at this.
Yeah.
However, they found a fix for it. And it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny, the fix. So John D, thank you, John D, for putting this out there for people. But I guess the fix is this. They're going to add this little strip down here. Let me show you the image. Here, let me just open it in a new tab. There we go. Share. So they're going to add, you notice down here, might be hard to see if you're watching on your phones, but this is the fix, guys. They're going to throw some tape. Oh my God. So
it's not a fix though. I mean, the bezel's not aligned properly with
the
way the screen's displayed. But, and this is what's difficult is you can't easily fix it. Like, people are saying, oh, it can be fixed in software. It can, but like, if you're going to change the aspect ratio, you're also going to move the sides in order to shrink it down a little bit. So you can't really do it without stretching the image.
Well,
I don't know how it's going to work.
I want to be fair. I want to make sure this is reported on. Like, a lot of people called it out, and then I guess Iconic Arcade responded. John D shared this in a lot of Facebook groups, not just ours. He said, this is the fix right now on the units going out. And he goes, and I loved his post. Lesson learned for Wave 2 is what he said. Lesson learned for Wave 2, that they, like, when either Wave 2 of these, or let's just say the Double Dragon machines come out, obviously they'll know what to do here. but this is what he's like, guys, here's the fix. And it looks like a piece of electrical tape going across the bottom. I'm sorry. It's funny. It's funny. I think it's funny.
Like me, I'm not overly concerned. I'm not overly concerned about it, but if it's a reflection, we solve it with the tape. But if it's a misaligned bezel and the screen actually goes down into the bezel and what you're seeing is the screen underneath it, the tape will fix that too. You're still going to lose the part of the screen though. For people saying it's a reflection, I would have to see it, but that looks to me 100% like there's a portion of the screen underneath the bezel.
Yeah, 2 second fix. 2 second fix. So, yeah, there you go. Oh man,
It's not a fix if there's actually a portion
Okay.
of the screen under the bezel. It's a
Well,
fix like putting a tape under the check engine light on your car. You know what I mean?
but I mean, I did like the fact that on Moat's review, just quick summary. I want you guys to watch it. I don't want to steal his thunder, but basically, he says all the games pretty much play really, really well, and that he's had fun playing on the machine. He's done tons of content on it. Make sure you guys go watch his channel. It's all out there. And what you call it, like, he seemed pretty satisfied with it, and obviously he himself was disappointed that the online wasn't available at launch, because if there's one guy who would love to host some tournaments on this thing, it would be Moat. And I love the way he pointed out that, like, on Raspberry Pi 5, guys, there's 2 HDMI outs. So technically, what's cool about that is, you know, you could have a secondary spectator screen, like in your game room. Some people like doing that, where, you know, you could hook that up and other people in the room can see it while you're standing in front of the machine. And it also works great for content creators or people who want to record or capture footage. So, yeah, so that was all really, really cool.
So this is John D himself. He says there is no graphic cutoff. The screen isn't under the bezel, and it's the same thing. Like I said in my Discord earlier today, I would need to see it. Like, I understand what John is saying, but it's hard from the video images we're seeing.
Hey, it got fixed, bro.
Even so, it's not a huge issue for me personally.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Let's be honest. Sometimes we got to bust out a little bit of tape. How many of you guys on your Legends Ultimate had your silver chrome come off? Hold on. Let me pull this up. You guys
I had it on my Killer
this.
Instinct Pro.
You guys, all right. You see this cheap ass silver chrome on the Legends Ultimate? Guys, you know what's holding that up right now? Tape! Masking tape! Clear masking tape is holding that up because it kept falling off. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of tape in the world of arcades. If it ain't no tape, it ain't great. There you go. That's the new phrase, Mike. If there ain't no tape, it ain't great. So yeah. I'm all for it. Bring on the tape.
I also applaud John on the stance of, you know, this is something we'll look at on the next one. You got to remember, this is the first product from Iconic. You know, that was a big change, switching to the 16:9 screens instead of the 4:3. So, you know, this is going to be dealt with on the next CAD. The next CAD will have tape too.
I agree. It's a fix. Guys, I've had to do all kinds of crazy fixes to my arcade machines. So, you know, I just think it's funny. Like, you know, throw some tape on it. If you can't duck it, right? What's that phrase, guys? Jay says, Mike, he wants you to slip into his DMs on Twitter. There you go.
He's always sending me sexy stuff.
My G1 Generation 1 Legends Ultimate is dead, but my silver molding never delaminated. You're lucky, Meatball. You're lucky. Every Legends Ultimate I've had in this office, remember, guys, I've had 2 of them, plus the Legends Ultimate Mini at one point, all up in here. All 3 of them lost the banding, but usually it would take 2 years or maybe a year and a half before some of it would start peeling. And I think it has something to do too of the temperature of where it's at or where it's kept, for that cheap adhesive that they use, because, you know, it doesn't happen to everybody, right? But whenever it started peeling, throw some tape on. There you go. Tim York says shit happens. There you go. Nostalgia, you've been quiet. I'm so sorry.
1 second.
Go ahead.
1 second.
Go ahead.
I haven't really heard anybody really that upset about it. Like, again, I think this
You're
is
the one
something
making a big deal about it. Keep talking about it. I'm just poking the bear. I'm sorry, Mike. Go ahead. Nostalgia. See, you've been gone. I've had to be you. Mike and I, you guys remember before Nostalgia took his break, it was always Mike and Nostalgia fighting, and I was sitting back eating popcorn. Maybe I would instigate a little bit, but, you know.
I was the ultimate edgelord.
Mike and I had to fight the entire time you were gone, and
I'm enjoying this. This is wonderful.
Yeah,
this is wonderful.
So, anyways, again, you know, outside of like taking a real critical look at it, nobody's really complained. Like, most of the pre-order people very happy with Moat's review, very excited for their cab. So
good review.
No big issue. Yeah,
it was a good review. Make sure you check it. All right, let's get off that. It's time to talk AtGames.
Yeah, now we're gonna get in trouble.
All right, guys. Did AtGames give us the ultimate updates? Okay, Mike, go ahead.
So I made a video back in January talking about this whole situation with Zen Studios, AtGames, the weirdness that was going on, how Zen Studios went on the what's it called, the Blockade podcast, and Mel Kirk was very dismissive of AtGames on that, dismissive of their relationship, what happened with the 4KP, how their games worked on it, and even about the upcoming AtGames Legends Pinball HD. And he said, they want us to put our games on that. We'll see. So I made a video saying what's going on. It looks like there's problems between AtGames and Zen. And then shortly after, AtGames took away my review codes. They wouldn't give me review codes anymore. So I don't think they were very happy about that. But we kept making videos and talking about the situation. And AtGames kept putting out information. Kept saying we got a new 3K machine coming out later this year. We're going to have an Addams Family ALP HD. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to see here. Leslie Nielsen from Naked Gun. And, we kept saying, nah, I think there's something to worry about. And we were worried. Then they came out with, what was it? Wrath of the Elder Gods. And we said, if the next game is Earthshaker, that's probably the last one. It was Earthshaker. Yeah. We've kind of been waiting. Today, Zen Studios put a definitive nail in all the rumors, all that stuff. This came out of nowhere on Twitter. They just put up a post and said, Zen Studios has ended its partnership with AtGames. We will release information related to content availability on the platform in the coming days. And this is nothing but bad news for owners of an AtGames Legends Pinball 4K and for owners of an AtGames Legends Pinball HD that were hoping to get Zen games on that platform as well.
Yeah, like Mike said, back in January when they whatchamacallit, when the stuff started coming
in Blockade,
well, not just that, but also too, like, it turned into radio silence, right? About AtGames working. They stopped talking about it on their Pinball Bites shows. They stopped putting any updates in any kind of emails or on their website. And they also took the AtGames logo off some of their marketing materials of like where you can play the games. Like when they did the recent like renaming of changes and stuff, you guys noticed AtGames wasn't on there. So all the signs were there, and I think a lot of people were talking about it back in January. Like, are they not working together anymore? Well, I guess now we know it's official. A few months later, they finally admitted it. Probably because, like Mike said, the last game just came out, Earthshaker. So, Nostalgia, you at one point did some contract work for AtGames. What do you think? Do you think this is good or bad for them? Is it really that big of a deal considering you can just plug in a PC and play Zen games on AtGames stuff via OTG?
I don't think
it's a big deal.
I don't think it's good for them at all. Like, it's never good when you lose access to a license on any platform. Like, that's not a good thing for anybody. I personally am not particularly surprised by this. I think I don't think sales were particularly strong enough to support maybe the cost of whatever Zen was from AtGames side, and probably from Zen sides too, because they needed to support the development costs there. I'm not going to speak to like the personal relationships between the companies. I don't know what's going on there, and maybe something popped off there, and that's part of this. But from what we've seen, and I took a big gap, so like there's probably 6 months worth of data I'm missing, but AtGames had this whole plan to release all of these different skinned 4K pinball machines, and then that abruptly stopped, and it was like, we're not going to do any more announcements, we're not going to talk about any of the other 15 or whatever other devices that they were going to do with different skins. And as soon as that happened, that was kind of an indication that maybe the numbers weren't where they needed to be. And I mean, this is not particularly surprising to me. It's a hit. It's a hit to AtGames. It sucks because they arguably, Zen has the best IP out of any other company.
Yeah, so 100%. I do want to jump in here, Nostalgia, just in case you missed this part. There a couple weeks ago, Zen also did a big restructuring as well. I think that Zen themselves internally are trying to streamline their activities and lower operating costs, because they cut out working on like Nintendo Switch, is it Switch 1? But they definitely cut out working on the PS4 and Xbox One and Xbox One, whatever it is, right? So they went out and cut out older systems, and I think they would have cut out AtGames at the time, but the situation was they had a contract to finish, or they had to take a look at what's going to cost us more money, getting out of this agreement or continuing with the agreement. And really, they just took the cheapest path. I think it was all about streamlining, moving things forward, and doing what was profitable for them. I don't know what the situation was with that games. I think
Mhm.
more of it had to do with the fact that Zen was streamlining, and maybe that games just didn't make sense for them going forward.
Well, I was surprised that they made it 2 years together. If you guys remember, it's been what, over 2 years since the 4KP came out and the whole Zen Studios announcements and library of games access. And after that first year, we were telling everyone, I know I was, because I know that games got pissed off about it. Like, guys, they didn't sell that many pinball machines. Like, and what Zen Studios needs is more users buying games, more machines in the market, so more software purchases are being made. And I'm surprised they made it 2 years. Obviously, I like what Hazo said. My feeling is it was a money issue. That's my feeling, guys. Like, remember when they announced this thing, they said we are going to make 15,000 X number of machines. So it ended up being like 75. They thought they would have 75,000 machines out there per their news announcement when they announced the 4K pinball. And I don't even think they made it to 10, guys. I don't even know if they made it to 5. And and obviously this could end up being the result of that. Not, I mean, because these licenses cost money, and I'm sure AtGames had to pay a piece, and I'm sure Zen Studios also chipped in their fair share as well for those licenses. So, in my opinion, it was a money thing, guys. If Zen Studios isn't making money, they're going to drop it like a bad habit. So that's my opinion. I don't think there's any like big sneaky drama. I just think it was a money issue.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just said. It's a resource thing, right? And they're
Yeah.
doing streamlining. They're doing cutbacks, so they have to do what's smartest for them. The things that aren't making the money and aren't useful, like PS4 updates and Xbox One X updates right now, they just cut them and they're moving forward with what they have. And obviously, At Games is maybe not as easy and straightforward to port to. Seems like there's a lot of work there, and juice probably just wasn't worth the squeeze.
Yeah.
There's no other device on the market that is
Like this.
that
Yeah.
is using those chipsets to run those games.
Yeah.
Like it's not in their primary like business model to be developing for like a fringe device. It's too expensive. You are right about that.
So, for me, I'm very happy out of what I got out of the 4K. I know people are going to say, well, it wasn't actually 4K with the Williams games, but I was really happy with the Williams games. Sure, there could have been some things that were better, but I have a lot of fun playing Elvira. I have a lot of fun playing, both Elvira games. I have a lot of fun playing Attack from Mars, Medieval Madness. We had a lot of bangers on there. It's not like I'm going to get rid of my Hack Games Legends Pinball 4K over this. Like I'm going to have a ton of fun with it, but it's a bummer because we didn't get everything, and we're not going to get stuff in the future. So some people are probably going to be pretty disappointed by that. Like me personally, like I don't see myself buying any more games for this. Like people are saying, should I take it offline? I don't know what you should do, whether or not you should take it offline, but I'll tell you, I'm probably going to buy Earthshaker. I'm probably going to take mine offline because I don't really plan on buying anything else for it. I'm just going to play my Zen games and live my life. I'm happy with that. And I'll probably dive back into OTG, which is one of the things that probably going to keep this device alive going forward and get people to keep buying them is the fact that you can hook up, a PC to this and play VPX and also Pinball FX in cabinet mode. So that's a great backup to it. Unfortunately, the SSF kit doesn't work great with it, but there's still a lot of value to it. Some people like the Zen original Magic Pixel games. I think they're okay, but not everybody's going to like them, and I don't really care enough to buy them. So, yeah.
Well, these aren't those Zero Redo. Those aren't Zen games, so those will be coming out. Those will still be released. Those are Magic Pixel games. I talked with Nix offline. Nix is the developer of the VPX standalone. And he mentioned that obviously we don't know enough right now, but if you're concerned, it might be a good idea to take all your games and move them to your flash drive X flash drive instead of the internal storage. And that might come in handy in the future if the community has to come up with a solution. So just a heads up there. Just take them off the internal storage, move your games to your flash drive X. That's per Nix at the guy who created VPX Standalone. So take that for what it's worth. I'm not angry. I'm not mad. I think we kind of saw this happening because of the fact that they didn't sell 20, 30, 40,000 of these machines. There just weren't enough users buying software. We kind of saw this happening, and it just sucks that it has happened, right? Like, we can say that it sucks that this has happened.
Well, it sucks. I don't give a shit about the company. I feel bad.
I still like it.
People
I
bought
still
the
like my
machines.
pinball.
Yeah.
I still got my Pinball HD, the one that I turned into the Qbert machine, and I got a PC connected to it to play all the Pinball FX, Pinball M, and all that stuff, and VPX and Future Pinball, all that stuff on there. And then like this 4K, I'm probably gonna keep it too for a bit, and even if you decide to mod it, like, it's probably still the best way to mod, right? Like, versus buying, like, starting from scratch, buying a cabinet, then monitors, then wires, then buttons, and all that stuff, right? So it sucks, but not surprising. Not surprising.
Polo's here. I haven't seen Polo in a while. Good to see you, Polo. He asked a good question. Do you see Zen Studios doing their own virtual pinball cabinet for sale in the future? Let's start with Nostalgia.
I don't think so. I think they might be done with that world in terms of like a physical object. I think they're going to just double down on the software and just give you the most impressive experience they can on the latest hardware that's available.
Yeah, they're a software company, so I don't see that happening either. I agree with Nostalgia. If you guys remember several years ago, Zen Studios made some press where they were doing interviews or other things, like Mel doing his little press tours and stuff, where he talked about the fact that they were potentially considering doing their own machine, but then they signed up with Arcade 1-Up. And then right after Arcade 1-Up, they switched over to AtGames, and they've been working with AtGames the last couple of years. So why build your own machine when you got someone else doing the hardware piece for you?
Yep.
I don't see them going back and saying we're going to do our own machine. I think they're a software company. I don't think they want to do that. Just my opinion.
I also don't think there's probably going to be an appetite, especially with the way prices went, for like basic fun Arcade 1-Up to get back into the virtual pinball world. I don't think they will. Even when Arcade 1-Up was talking about doing a second generation of the pinball, like, if you go back to that first episode of that 1-Up show with David McIntosh, they talked about what they plan to do with virtual pinball going forward. They said we need to make it cheaper. And they weren't going to make it cheaper and make it better. They were going to make it cheaper and make it a lot shittier. Like, that's what he said, basically. Talked about all the things they would need to do to make it cheaper. And I was like, this is horrible. So I don't think you'll see another company step up and try to make a virtual pinball machine. Because, again, look at how the price inflated on the 4KP since it launched. I mean, we're up around $1,700, $1,800 US right now to get a 4KP, when this started out at like $10.99, I think it was, for the pre-orders. So,
well, I'm just going to say it. I would rather have a Wonderland Amusements pinball machine than another V-Pin.
Specifically the Turtles, right?
I would love the Turtles. If they're watching, guys, I would love the Turtles. Just saying.
It's so cool, Nostalgia. Look at this shit.
I know. It looks awesome, dude.
Oh my god. The big.
I'm just saying, I don't mind shilling. I've been shilling for years, so I'll do it again.
All right. So what's funny is, so it sounds like for some folks playing the Zen library in the future on an AtGames device, you're probably going to have to go the OTG route. And AtGames also snuck another announcement out there that they've discontinued the VIBS board, the Video Input Backglass Switcher board. They only have a few left in stock, and once they sell out, they're gone for good. So this board is for your Legends Pinball Micro, your Legends Pinball HD, in order to get 3 screens working with your PC. So just a heads up there on this.
I get a feeling the reason we're seeing the micro pinball on sale so heavily, and the reason we're seeing this being discontinued is they're discontinuing that whole line. I think they're just
Oh yeah,
pushing
and
through
it makes sense. It makes sense. Like, I mean, they're not building the HD machines anymore. They're not building the micros. They are desperately trying. The micros that are sitting around the warehouse collecting dust are now like $200. They're doing what they can to get rid of them. So they're not making them anymore. So they don't need these boards on standby anymore, right? Because like the Pinball 4KP technically has it built in. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you
So
know what I mean?
can I just give my little bit of a soliloquy on this? I tried to say it earlier.
Sure.
So when we were saying we feel bad, I don't know about the other guys. I can't speak for them. Like I don't give a shit about AtGames in this situation. I'm sure AtGames is like, we're better off anyways. Dinosaur Dynasty and all our first party titles are the best sellers. All the data provided to me was exactly what I wanted, and it told me exactly what I already thought. That I'm sure they're confident that they're going to be able to move forward with their originals, their Magic Pixel relationship, and make money. That's fine for them. What I feel bad for is the 4KP owners that are really bummed by this, that wanted more games and other stuff to come. And I feel really bad for the people who bought a Legends HTP expecting those Zen games to come. Now, I don't know, maybe they will still come. We're saying we're getting more information from Zen Studios. I hope it happens for you guys, because that's who I feel bad for, the people that aren't going to be able to get Zen games on their 4KP or HTP going forward.
Yeah. Just wait, guys. Wait until the Zen Toy Shock pinball machine launches later this year.
The Zen well played.
The Zen well played. I don't know. Maybe Zen will be like, hey, we've done this twice with two manufacturers of commercial, lower economy grade pinball makers. Like, we did it with Arcade 1-Up AtGames. Maybe they're going to be like, we're just done doing that. You know what I mean? We're just done doing it. Maybe they'll just not ever try this again, or who knows?
I don't think
Maybe
they
they'll
will.
try it again in the future.
Why would they?
Why would they?
Yeah.
Because like if anybody wanted to buy something of that level, you can go out and get one of those mega pinball machines where you can just set up Pinball FX in cabinet mode and run it off a high-end PC at really good elements. There's no value for them to get into another one of these, especially when it's costs them so much to sell.
The Zen Zizzle. Oh man. All right. So man, so that's unfortunate. You know what I mean? I mean, it sucks, but I want to say this though. Do you guys remember when the first AtGames Legends Ultimate Sam's Club Edition came out, the 1.0? I was a day one buyer, so were several of you in the community. And what did we go through, guys? What did we go through? Like, it took a while to get it to be like one of the coolest multicades. Like let's be honest, dude. Between Awesome Sauce, CoinOps X, the fact that you can connect third-party devices, and the LED marquee, the LCD marquee, like this is a pretty damn good machine, and it took a long time to get there, right? And we went through this with the high-def pinball machine. When that got released, sure enough, it had bugs, it had errors, it had issues, and those got worked out. Then the 4KP pinball machine got released, and that had issues, all kinds of flipper lag, especially with the Zen games and all that stuff, right? Like there were issues, and then they fixed most of them, right? Like nowadays it's like, okay, because the components aren't the best quality, yeah, your CTR board might go out in there for your controls and stuff, but minus that, like you don't really hear people complaining, you know what I mean, about this stuff. So what I'm saying is I like the AtGames products. Not a big fan of the people who work there, or actually the people who run the company. A lot of the people that work there are super nice people, but and it's just a shame to see this happen, because what are they going to do next?
I'm sure
Netflix talks.
I'm sure what's funny about this, like it's gonna impact growth, because honestly Zen is the biggest name when it comes to digital pinball. But I'm sure AtGames is probably making more money off their originals and their own content. So they're probably not even worried about this. They're not even looking at the negativity and the disappointment that we're feeling the same way that we're looking at it. They're just like, whatever, we're going to make Dinosaur Dynasty for the next 40 years. Every year a Dinosaur Dynasty table, and they're happy with that. Who knows?
Woo. Yeah. Hey, I like some of the originals that they've come out with. I like the Wildfire and the Police game, even though Mike hates them. I'm just poking the bear. I'm poking the bear. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't want to misquote Mike. He didn't say he hated them. He said they absolutely suck. Am I right, chat? That's what I heard on his last broadcast.
I heard the same thing, actually. It's kind of rude.
Is PK all right? I'm sure PK was grumpy today. I will say this much. I'm sure PK was grumpy today. And he's not young. He's not a spring chicken, so hopefully he's doing well.
Yeah.
We have no animosity towards you, PK. Hopefully you're doing well. Sorry about the bad news today. The light guns. Yeah, that's a shame they couldn't get their own light guns to work on their software.
I think it's unfortunate that Zen Studios doesn't work when it comes to cabinet mode. It doesn't work well with the SSF kit. But we're a great community. We've been through this before. I'm sure that you've got standalone BPX, Nix. He's going to help people, whatever the situation is. And I'm sure people have come together. Like I know a bunch of our friends from Arcades Anonymous got on like a Skype call, all helped each other set up like cabinet mode and BPX on their AtGames Legends Pinball 4Ks the other night. So, for us, this is probably, if we want to stick with Zen, we're probably just going to transition to hooking a PC up to our 4KPs and working together to make sure we all know how to set it up right.
Well, if you want to play the newer Zen games, I'm assuming because you purchased the games, you're still going to have access to them.
I think so.
Typically, what hell, guys, Pinball Arcade, Farsight Studios lost the Williams licenses damn near a decade ago, and guess what? You can, if you had those games back then, you can still play them today on Pinball Arcade. So I think if you have your games, you're not going to lose them, but you never know. I do appreciate the fact that Nick said, "Hey, move them to your external flash drive instead of internal storage," because who knows what he's cooking up? So we'll see. But that, guys, I mean,
thanks,
man, yeah. Oh. All right. Oh, you want a coin pusher? Get the coin pusher 365. I love it. You know what's the perfect base for it? If you can find someone out there selling an iArcade base stand that the arcade top would sit on, it's the perfect dimensions and fits a coin pusher perfectly, and you can elevate your coin pusher. So get an iArcade base if you're going to get a coin pusher 365. Yeah, and Mike, you killed Killer Instinct.
I think when it comes right down to it, this is probably my fault somehow. I'm sure someone will blame me for it.
I think it's pretty obviously your fault, Mike.
Yeah,
clearly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, guys, we hit 90 minutes. We're about 12 minutes beyond what we anticipated. But, man, what a good discussion. I had a lot of fun tonight and a lot of coffee.
Can I bring up one more topic before we go?
Yeah, go ahead, Nostalgia.
Mm-hmm. I'm just curious. Have you guys either picked up or do you have any interest in picking up Pragmata, the new Capcom game?
Oh, Pragmata. So that's the game where, like, there's this little girl who accompanies you on your shoulder, kind of like Donkey Kong, kind of like Star Wars Jedi with the robot on your shoulder kind of thing. Donkey Kong, the new Switch game. What's her name? Pauline's on your shoulder all the time or whatever.
Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Bonanza, that's it. Yeah. And yeah, I've heard that if you play that game, you'll wish you had a daughter because it's like just a father-daughter story or something. And I only had one kid, and my wife and I are too old to have more. But yeah, I have a feeling it would
by
be
the way you started the show. I don't think you're interested in making a kid anymore.
What do you mean?
You were very flamboyant.
Oh, I don't know what that means. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, it sounds like it's a tearjerker game, but I mean, in between like the adorable little girl scenes, Nostalgia, have you played it? Like, is it like, is there action? Like, is it fun? Or is it just like a soap opera? Like, what is it?
No, it's a pretty awesome game, and it's got a lot of like really interesting new gaming mechanics where like the little girl is like, she's like actively hacking stuff, and you hack stuff with your controller, but you also have to like do other things while you're hacking. So you're like doing multiple things on the controller all at once. I've only gotten like the first 10 minutes of the game like played through, but it's actually pretty cool. I would highly suggest. Capcom has put out some bangers this year. Like they're doing such a good job with their games. Like Resident Evil Requiem was probably one of the best Resident Evil games that have come out. they just do a good job with their games. And this is one of the ones that I think is going to be like a major IP for them moving forward. It's super highly rated, and it's a really fun game to play.
Yeah, I've seen some clips, and like when you're scrolling on Facebook and stuff, like I've seen some stuff about the game, but I haven't really looked into it. And I think it's probably because I'm in the middle of playing Crimson Desert, Arc Raiders. I still haven't finished Resident Evil Requiem. I'm waiting for
Oh, you got to get on that. It's so good.
Well, I mean, we're about 10 hours into it, so we're getting near the end, my wife and I, so hopefully we'll be able to finish that. And I got a lot of games on my backlog. I'll be playing Black Flag. That's going to take 100 hours out of my lifetime. Oh man.
Yeah. John D's not wrong. He's talking about Capcom. Capcom are killing it this year, like just really high-end quality games. But our buddy Brooklyn Menace has actually played Pragmata recently. I stopped into a couple of his streams, and he gives it super high praise. It's the same thing Nostalgia saying, new game mechanics, one of his favorite games he's played. It's on my list, but I think I'm going to have to wait because I'm like you, PDubs. I just got too much shit to play. I got like 6 RPGs I'm trying to get through. I just bought a new pinball machine. I just got sent this pinball machine. I just got too much on the go. Now all my VR time is freed up for some reason, but I'm still a little too busy.
Well, don't sleep on it. Make sure it's on the list somewhere. You'll want to play it.
Well, guys, do us a favor. If you enjoyed tonight's broadcast, give us a thumbs up on the way out. Make sure you scroll to the right where the comments are. Add some hype points, baby. It costs you nothing. Just click the button, add some hype points. That will help us get this video out there as well. Be excited. Nostalgia's permanently back. Carl will be back next week. I'll be out next week. Mike will be here next week. Who the fuck knows what's happening around here? Also, we appreciate you. Leave your comments, feedback, reactions after the broadcast's over. And on behalf of all the Super Game Room dudes, happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. We got to do Carl's thing. And until next time, we'll see you on the web.